10 YouTubers that almost died on camera. Being a YouTuber is not easy. You spend all your day being recorded by your camera and work hard on getting the best content out there. But what happens when you nearly die doing so? In today's video, we are talking about these 10 YouTubers who were in a dangerous situation and nearly died in front of their camera. Some of them were heavily injured, and the rest are lucky to be alive, so don't miss out. At the number 1 spot, we have a YouTuber who was nearly shot, so stick around for that. Number 10. Jelly. Going on a roller coaster is a fun game for many, and a reason for anxiety for others. We have all had that inner monologue of counting everything that could go wrong on a roller coaster before we ride on one. But what if your nightmare becomes true? That's what happened with Jelly. Jelly is a famous YouTuber with a vast fan following of over 21 million subscribers on YouTube. A couple of years ago, he uploaded a video titled, "I Almost Died," and he wasn't kidding. Jelly was out with a couple of his friends shooting a vlog in a theme park, and everything was fun and normal till they reached the roller coaster. The roller coaster probably had a piece of metal sticking out far too close to the rails, where Jelly hit his head. You can almost immediately tell from his reaction that he was hurt by the way he looked confused and shocked after the incident. The roller coaster was just starting to gather speed when it took a sharp turn, and you can hear the sound of metal made when Jelly banged his head against it. At a speed like that on a roller coaster nonetheless, things could have ended badly for him. But he was lucky to get away uninjured and return to his vlogs. Number 9. TFUE. TFUE is another big YouTuber with over 12 million subscribers, and he likes skateboarding, but he very nearly got into a serious accident while doing so. TFUE was skateboarding around his neighborhood with his friends filming him. He was taking very sharp turns and going at very high speed, and that's never a very bright idea, as you'll see later. While making one of the sharp turns, TFUE nearly collided with an oncoming car. Seeing a car coming, he tried to stop his board but still ended up going under the hood, but fortunately for him, the car driver had seen him coming and slowed the vehicle down, preventing any serious accidents. To their shock and disbelief, the person in their car was their friend Kay, who was coming to visit them. Kay later uploaded a video saying how scared he was when he thought he had hit someone. Now imagine what would have happened if they didn't see each other and try to slow down. Turns like this are very dangerous because you don't know what's coming from the other side. It's a good thing they were both uninjured and well. I mean, there are other ways to greet your buddy. TFUE, you don't need to scare the shit out of them. Number 8. W2S. Okay, this one is a little controversial. Many people say that it wasn't a big deal, but in fact it kinda was. People say he wouldn't have been too hurt regardless, but what they were doing is extremely dangerous, and what happened to them proves that point. So Harry and his family decided to do a soccer challenge where they would sit on top of the roof and throw balls in an attempt to score a goal, and everything was fine at first, but when it was Harry's turn, things got scary. During one throw, he leaned a little too far forward and ended up losing his balance. He slipped off the roof and landed on his dad's car, and then rolled down onto the ground. In the process, he managed to injure himself and dent his dad's car. The car was his saving grace. Otherwise, he would have plummeted straight into a stone-filled ground that would have been way worse. He was lucky the car was there to block his fall. Overall, he was fine, but this is a reminder of why this kind of stuff is dangerous and just plain stupid to attempt. Number 7. Boyfriend vs. Girlfriend. Boyfriend vs. Girlfriend is a fun YouTube channel where they travel and do challenges together. They also shoot vlogs, and in one of these vlogs we see how Jenny is almost trampled by an oncoming tramp car. Tramps are dangerous, as it is because no rails are blocking you from looking outside, and due to lack of space they cross very close to each other. Children are taught about the hazard of leaning out from a vehicle, but it seems some adults could learn this lesson too. Jenny, the female host of this channel, had a very close call like that. They were riding on a tramp and Jenny was leaning way outside the vehicle when suddenly, another tramp came from the opposite direction and she had only seconds to notice before that tramp passed her. The boyfriend was able to warn her just in time, and you can see how shocked she was. Yes, this is why you don't lean out of the vehicle, young lady. Number 6. Sniperwolf. If you have been on YouTube for a long time, you probably know who Sniperwolf is. She is a famous YouTuber and gamer with a huge subscriber base. In one of her videos, she shared a near-death experience that had recently happened to her. She states how lucky she is to still be able to make this video, and goes on to explain how she was sideswiped by a drunk driver. She didn't have her camera on while the incident was happening, but she immediately started recording once she was safe. She shows the condition of herself. One look at the car and you can tell the drunk driver just lost control of his vehicle. She admits that it was a scary accident and she was thankful to be alive. Honestly, when you get behind the wheel after a shot or two, you are at risk not just to yourself but to everyone around you. Number 5. Vickstar. When you're with your friends, you can do some pretty stupid stuff. Things you wouldn't normally try suddenly seem like a good idea. Something like that happened with Vickstar too. He and his friends were shooting a vlog at a ski park and the whole thing seemed fun and normal, just a bunch of guys fooling around until one of his friends decided it was time to spice things up. They started betting on how much a backflip was worth when one of his friends bet 50 quid if he managed to land after a 360-degree turn. Vickstar, admitting to possible injuries, still decided to give it a try. He was coming down steadily, but when it was time to launch in the air, he didn't get far and came crashing down to the ground. The fall resulted in a broken collarbone, but that could have been so much worse. He looked pretty chill for someone with a broken collarbone. Just need that kind of endurance in my life. Number 4. Vitaly. Bulls. Bulls are one animal who, when left in the open and have thousands of people running for their lives, but this one YouTuber thought it would be a great idea to challenge one. Vitaly did a challenge where he spread 10 eggs around the bull ring, and for every egg he collects, he would donate $200 to the Breast Cancer Awareness Month charity. It's charity, right? That's great. But wait a minute. He would collect the eggs all while a bull was on the loose. And he decided to do this one in a red costume. So guess who the bull came after as soon as he was released? Vitaly. From the moment the bull was let free, he targeted the guy in red, and after taking a hit or two, it was still pretty determined to collect it all until the bull came at him again, this time knocking him to the ground and nearly trampling his face. That did it for Vitaly. He left the ring faster than the bull could come at him. The dude's got the nerves of steel though. To see that bull coming at you while you're dressed in red, that's not something everyone is capable of doing. It's hard not to see why this was a bad idea, especially when the caretaker said himself that the bull can kill you. I bet after that broken jaw, now he regrets ever making that decision. Number 3. Lance Stewart. Pokemon Go was very hyped when it first came out, but months later it was banned in many states and parents told their children to stop playing it. Why? You'll see in a minute. Here, Lance Stewart is shooting a vlog of himself playing Pokemon Go on the streets of California. He's riding on his hoverboard while keeping track of the Pokemons near him. Lost in his phone, he didn't see himself heading for the street until his hoverboard loses balance on a bump and he nearly goes flying into the busy streets. This is exactly why Pokemon Go was banned, because incidents like this happened way too often. Lance was lucky the cars were at some distance and the motorbikes came a minute too late. This could have not ended well for him. I mean, people die for being distracted on the road. He was lucky that he was able to laugh it off. Number 2. Ben Brown. While most of the people in this video got hurt because of something they were knowingly doing, this one happens at no fault of this YouTuber. This is more like an inside view of a car crash caught on camera. Ben Brown and some of his friends were just chilling and driving around in his car when all of a sudden another big car rams into their side, sending them swiveling on the road. A car had missed a red light and crashed into the side of their car. You can see their panic and instant reaction as they try to calm down. The airbags went off, and hopefully no one was injured. They were probably traumatized for a while after that, though. Number 1. Lancy Poo. This is another Pokemon hunting gone wrong, and this time the YouTuber nearly died at gunpoint. So this YouTuber and his friends thought it was a good idea to play Pokemon Go at night. Not only that, they also trespassed onto property, and the property owner was not impressed. Wary of 2 strangers who wandered into his land, he decided to bring out the guns for security while warning them to leave the land. And when the YouTubers told him that they would leave their property, he still fired on them. They were lucky to dodge that bullet. See? Unexpected things happen all the time, so stay safe and let's not entertain stupid ideas like these.
Does he have a gun? Yeah. We should go. What? We're going!
That was it for today's video. Like and subscribe for more similar content. And if you're still bored, go ahead and click one of the videos on your screen and enjoy!